Hey WedSetters, I'm Leisa Brenchley, host of the WedSetter podcast, and I've helped thousands of couples create their best day ever on the beautiful island of Bali. We are your guide to Bali Weddings, where we will talk to the finest wedding vendors in the industry. We chat to the people running Bali's leading wedding venues, real brides sharing their best day ever, and other clever folk doing really great things in Bali. You'll hear wedding planning tips and tricks, local hotspots, and hidden Bali gems you don't want to miss. Let's get you down the aisle.
Every wedding is special and crazy at some point. But yeah, maybe the wildest thing that comes to my mind is I will shoot is an elephant on the wedding.
It was an elephant?
It didn't end up that way, but yeah, there is like in the category you mentioned. The cost of wedding planner is a little part against the whole budget.
Yeah.
And this is, I need to add something on top of what you said, that it's not only about having somebody supervising the setup, it's also the execution throughout the whole event, logistics, timing. It all has to flow, it has to be on time, it has to be synchronized.
I still remember the mother.
Yes,
it was so
yes,
beautiful.
I wanted to say about this. Yeah, because that's why actually I remember this wedding the most, because I planned this wedding with a mother.
Yeah,
I never heard from the bride. I just met her
with the mother. That's right.
Yeah, I met her on the wedding day. I mean, there may be the day before we met. But the mother was just hilarious. She was amazing, and she had a big vision of this wedding. She had. I love when people dream big and challenge us.
Today I will be talking to a wedding planner who has done hundreds of weddings in Bali and also launched a new category this year focusing on Indian weddings in Bali. Welcome to Lighthouse Studios. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good.
Lovely to finally see you.
Yeah. Take a step out of wedding season and have a chat about it.
Yep. I'm ready.
So to kick off the podcast today, this is something that I do with everybody. And I'd like to know something absolutely crazy wild that might have happened with one of your couples or at one of the weddings that you've done. I know you've done hundreds, so give me all the goss.
The wildest, you're saying. It's not so easy to pick, right? So every wedding is special and crazy at some point. But yeah, maybe the wildest thing that comes to my mind is I will shoot is an elephant on the wedding.
It was an elephant?
It didn't end up that way, but yeah, there is in the category you mentioned. So in the Indian traditions, there is a way that the groom has to arrive in style. So they arrive in India. They arrive on an elephant, either on a white horse or a special carriage, or they come down to the earth from a parachute.
Wow.
Yeah, they need to arrive in style.
Yeah.
So one of the...
Doesn't take away from the bride?
The groom is the star.
All right.
Actually, the groom is really the star.
That wouldn't suit me at all.
Yeah, so that was the wildest request we had, and we actually were ready to materialize it. So we already got in touch with the elephant park, and we knew the price and all the terms and conditions, how to treat the animal, it has to be transported, and unfortunately, it ended up not happening because of the venue. It was not big enough to accommodate.
I would have thought that was going to be my first question.
Yeah.
How did you get the clearance from the venue?
Yeah, we could. I mean, there was a way, and there was an agreement for having an animal, but the elephant was just too big, so we couldn't make it. That was not the only reason. We ended up with having a white horse, which is, I would say, pretty ordinary compared
to an elephant.
Yeah, compared to an elephant.
But still different.
It's
really
still
different.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I can't say I've seen a white horse in
It's like
Bali,
a prince,
in a Bali
prince arriving to you on a white horse.
And was it beautiful?
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So that's what we.
That's pretty wild.
it's pretty wild and fun and yeah, it's just different. It's something that we, thanks to this Indian weddings, we have opportunity to experience, immerse a little bit into different traditions and cultures. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. So tell me a little bit about Bali Happy Events. The audience may not know you or have heard of you before. Where did you come from? How long have you been in Bali? Why Bali?
All right, so
where do you start?
Yeah, where to start? So I've been living in Bali for about 15 years, so it's pretty long time, and the company's been on the market for 12 years, and it was a pure how to say accident that I really ended up doing this. My background is big events management, so I used to do big corporate events, concerts on stadiums and so on. But I worked for big corporates, so I was pretty tired and exhausted from this intense work, and I just wanted to rest. So, and then this movie came up with Julia Roberts, Eat, Pray, Love.
Oh, right. But you're not going to tell me you were in it.
I wasn't in it, but I was inspired. I was inspired. I was inspired how she changed her life, and came to Bali and did all the travels and journey, and changed her life eventually. So I decided to come to Bali and have a rest, and just only for 1 year. And
did you rest for 1 year?
Almost. Yeah, almost.
Then you got itchy feet, and you were like, "What am I going to do next?"
No, not at all. I literally had an annual leave from my work and was politely aiming to get back and keep doing what I was doing. But after a couple of months of living here and really living my Bali life in Ubud, going yoga, learning Bahasa and so on, a workmate emailed me asking for helping him to organize his wedding in Bali, since I'm there. That was so obvious for him.
I feel like this happens so much. Because you're in Bali,
you can do it.
Find the leather shoe man for me to start my business, and those...
So they asked me, and I said, "Oh gosh, no."
Oh, you said no?
Yeah, I said no. I said I have no idea where to start.
They'd laugh now because they'd be like, "We're the reason you started your business."
Yeah, and I even didn't aim to work that particular year. Yeah. So that particular year was just my private leisure time to find myself.
Which so many do.
Yes, and this is and eventually I did it. I agreed to do it and explored our venues and opportunities, searched for vendors, florists first of all, and I remember it was a legal wedding, so I also went through all these formalities and requirements. So and we made it, and it was beautiful. And it was, I remember, on the beach where Fins is now, and Fins wasn't there at all. This was just beautiful, pristine, empty beach. Yeah. It was a beach wedding, so it was directly on the sand. Gorgeous sunset wedding. And then their friends picked up the idea, and they asked me as well. So in the same very first year, I did 3 weddings.
All from friends?
Yes,
friends of friends?
Friends of friends, yes. And at that time, I think internet wasn't that big. Yeah. So there was no Instagram first, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah. So, but somehow people seen the pictures, and it went, let's say at that time, it went viral as it could be for assuming that many years ago.
How were they sharing?
Yeah, no idea. Maybe they emailed or invited friends to their houses.
To watch their film on their or their photos slide.
Think so. I think it was that way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so this came to me. This job came to me, but I still got back to work,
Back in Poland?
Back in Poland, yes. And I still worked for 2 years. But this idea was still in my mind that, something is calling me. Something is calling. I have this call. I think I can make it. And I think if I come back to Bali, I will do weddings.
Did you know any other wedding planners, like when you were here? Like anybody else doing it? Did you do any research to see if anyone was here?
No, because this was not my goal. I was not interested to work here.
Yeah.
I had enough.
Which is why it has happened so organically for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Beautiful.
just came to me. So I kind of have to say I had no choice.
Yeah.
I couldn't refuse, and it was awesome because.
Well, it started out just helping people.
Just helping people, literally, just helping people, not really making much money on it, like just almost pro bono because they were friends of friends. But then I realized, like, maybe I really can make my living and my life move to Bali. Why not? And this is how
the rest is history.
Started.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, so nice to hear.
There you go.
Let's get straight into wedding planning, because I know that's what everybody loves to hear about.
Sure.
Tell me why you think, as a wedding planner, people should use one. And maybe not necessarily do it themselves.
I think the benefit of having a wedding planner is really big. You can get everything given on a tray, all the knowledge, all the experience, all the lessons learned by others, right?
And all the mistakes you made along the way, for sure.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
You can avoid it having a good wedding planner that is on your side, that is very helpful and understandful and really engaged, let's say. Also, like in every case, every couple is different, so who relates beautifully to the couple and their needs. So I think this is inevitable, having a wedding planner who comes up with all the vendors, all the knowledge, all the venues, all the costs, and, as I said, mistakes and lessons and ideas as well, because wedding planners go through so many weddings that they can say, oh wow, that was great on that particular wedding, why don't we do a similar thing? Or how about this and that? Or, oh no, don't do it, we did this before, it was a disaster. Or, so I think that's a good that's a big part of the reason why having a wedding planner and not doing it themselves, because you will be busy with your wedding. You are getting married, the bride is having makeup and photos and getting dressed, and the last thing is what she wants is to supervising the vendors, how they set up and what they set up and where exactly. So she's not there on that day to run around and control everything.
Being a bride here in Bali, yes, I saw this too, but also being at more weddings in the past kind of 6 months than would have ever even imagined. The difference between having a wedding elsewhere and then in Bali, with every vendor, I feel like comes along like 6 to 8 staff members too.
Absolutely.
So where you think that you're dealing with like 12 to 14 vendors on the day, you're actually dealing with
60 people,
100,
a minimum
assistants.
Yes.
And so the last thing you want is someone showing up when you're doing your hair and makeup, just trying to vibe with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Of someone being like, the photographer's here, he's got 6 people with him, where do you want them all stationed?
For example.
And
or asking you, hey, could you please look through the window and see if the arch position is right? Or where can we set up this and that? Table, like everything, like all the cutlery settings and details. No, it's a no.
I still remember on our day when someone came to me and they said, oh, have you got the seating plan? And I said, oh yeah, Bo's given that to the wedding planner. And then they said, do you want to just go and check that? And I'm like, I'm not going down there right now. Like I'm up here. Somebody else can do that. Anyway, they went down and checked, and our wedding planner was actually a chef, an amazing chef. She was a great wedding planner too. And she was off doing some cooking, and I think one of her assistants was doing things, and we were so lucky that Bo went down just to check at that time because they had done it back to front.
Oh,
and we've heard this a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard this a number of times where it just kind of gets missed. And so making sure that someone is there, you know, it wouldn't have been a game, like a deal breaker for sure, but
this is not what you wanted.
no, well, no.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's another big thing, just having someone that you know would, and I know that our wedding planner would have definitely caught that, but probably a little bit further on. And that's what you have them there for. They're there to catch those things that you wouldn't, you know, Aunt Sally doesn't want to be putting the name tags out as much as she says that she wants to help you on your day.
Yes.
But what about couples that can't afford one?
But do they really like?
It's hard,
can
isn't
afford?
it?
Yeah, it's very. You shoot me with this question. I even didn't think about this, that somebody can't afford. But I think that
make it number one on your budget.
To be honest, like people who think I think this is only the thinking that they can't afford, because the cost of wedding, the cost of wedding planner is a little part against the whole budget.
Yeah.
And this is I need to add something on top of what you said, that it's not only about having somebody supervising the setup, it's also the execution throughout the whole event, logistics, timing. It all has to flow. It has to be on time. It has to be synchronized. When the groom or bride walks down the aisle, we have to play the music. Who will tell the DJ to play at that right moment? If the bride, for example, is not ready or is behind the door, she needs to have people for it.
Yeah.
And so
you are like those people.
I mean, yes, we have, the whole team is engaged in that particular, like during the ceremony, there is a full team present, and we are connected with walkie-talkie, and we make it happen at the same time.
Yeah.
So we basically, somebody's with the bride, somebody's with the DJ, somebody's with the groom, and somebody's elsewhere. And we cover all possible areas, and we say, okay, the bride is ready, we're going down the stairs now, okay, so DJ ready, okay, music ready, everything, okay, 1, 2, 3, go. We open the doors simultaneously, left and right, the bride gets out. How otherwise? I can't.
Let me put something in your head, because I saw this a number of times this season. And what about getting the fireworks done? I wanted to add this. I saw this at one wedding that I attended about a month ago. The band jar was there. And so for those that don't know, the band jar is a representative of that
the local
community that you'll find when you have a wedding. You have to pay a band jar fee because you're having a wedding in the local community.
Yeah, you get a permit for making noise, and
yeah, it's just a lot of people don't want to pay it. It's just a going thing. You will have to pay it. But it was, 10 to 9, and the fireworks had to be done at 9 o'clock. And
that's right.
Everyone was running late, and it was just stop everything else and get the fireworks done. But
also, if I can get back to the wedding planner's role even in such situation, is that you have to also cover a few areas to have the fireworks shot at the certain time.
Yeah.
Because either it's a special moment, even like timed precisely to seconds in a song during the first dance, either it's during the cake cutting, bang, and we need to communicate somebody's with the fireworks people, and we tell now, and they press the button and it goes off. So it's impossible without doing this kind of stuff without a wedding planner. Same with fire dance. Fire dance requires blackout, so we engaged so many people to turn the lights off at the same time.
Yeah, right. I didn't even think.
Yeah,
of that.
plus
Yeah.
somebody still with the band that comes. I mean, with the group with the dancers that get in the particular moment. Somebody's with the DJ. When we have fire dance show, we actually need the biggest number of people engaged.
Yeah.
In that moment to sync everything precisely.
Because so many things could go wrong in the dark.
so just to conclude this and give them maybe final answer to this question, if what with people who can't afford, I think they can't afford having these old troubles more rather than not having a wedding planner.
Also, I hate bringing price into it, but I do have to bring it in here. Wedding planners can access better pricing too. With the vendors that they work with day in, day out, every week, they can go to them and say, look, this beautiful couple wants to work with you. I know this is your price, but would you lower it for just this particular couple because of X, Y, and Z? And that happens every day of the week. So doesn't always get approved, but sometimes it can, and that can be the difference between a booking or not.
Can happen that way, and that happened to us as well. But also we can. I mean, I just say we on behalf of the whole in the industry, almost like industry of wedding planners, of all the wedding planners that work in Bali. I think we can come up with alternative ideas, solutions, options. So I think that's also a benefit of having a wedding planner, that we just know what is the relevant replacement, but costless, for example. So
there's always ways around it.
There is always way.
We
We can plan to the budget, and we do. Actually, I very often stop couples and some of them, I will tell them to watch this podcast and listen to.
Well, maybe you won't have to have meetings anymore, and you can just send them the link.
Yeah, the link. Just watch this. I have a couple. The grooms wants to spend so much money seriously. Seriously,
find us some of those
crazy.
grooms.
Yes, an Indian one. So many times I just say during weekend, no, please, that's unnecessary. That's extensive. It's like you don't really need it. It's enough. You have this and that, and just please.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's sometimes less is more, and so we help saving money. We don't want the client spend too much. It's unnecessary.
Which is great from a wedding planner. You're not trying to go out there and spend people's money unnecessarily.
No. We know what replacements or substitutes can offer. Yeah.
Just backtracking back, you were talking about your Indian weddings there. Tell me about moving into that category this year.
That's like, let's say, I don't know how to how to.
So you started getting requests, obviously.
I started. I mean, I've been doing Indian weddings since 2017. So that was our first Indian wedding that year. So it's been pretty long time, and many Indian weddings by today. So last year we had really many. I would say 40% of our the total number of weddings. So wow. were Indians, and so I decided to move into Indian planning category. Absolutely, yes, as well. So I totally still Western weddings are my prime category. However, I decided to differentiate it, like to how to say it, to separate maybe like these two things, because planning of Indian wedding is like planning
So
three Western events.
Yeah.
So it's so different, and it requires different vendors, different knowledge, different, everything, like decor and styling, and everything is just different. So it's basically a different category, it's a different wedding. So that's why I wanted to make it clear to couples who dream, Indian couples who dream of having their wedding in Bali, that we can do it, and we have this knowledge, because I think, and this expertise, and I know it's not easy, and it was frustrating sometimes on the way. However, after 5 years, I think we are an expert.
Yeah, of course.
In that category.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Hey WedSetters, are you looking for behind the scenes content creation for your wedding day? Introducing Treasure the Bride. They discreetly capture moments of pure happiness and tears of joy that you will treasure forever. Your videos and the full unedited gallery they take on the day will be delivered within 48 hours of your wedding day. Head to the WedSetter directory to find them under content creation to check availability and packages. Happy planning!
Tell me about some of the best weddings you've ever done and what made them so special.
Best weddings. I mean, every wedding is special in a way, and I really enjoy every single one. People are different. That's what I love about this job, is just celebrating somebody's love, relationships, and feelings. So that's beautiful, and just the connection with every couple is super, super valuable for me. Just being a part of their big day, we become, throughout the planning process, we become friends and very, very
you get
close.
To know each other so much.
And like really like open up one to another. But yeah, I can maybe mention a wedding that is still in my mind. I think in 2018 or 19, I think 19, I did a wedding at Noku Beach House.
I love that villa.
Yes, me too. It's gorgeous. And it was a brand new villa, and they never had any wedding there yet. So we were...
You were the first one.
We were the first one.
I know which one you're talking about.
The white one.
Yes.
Yeah, the one from South Africa.
I still post those photos.
Yes,
They're
yes.
so
yeah.
beautiful.
They went to magazines in South Africa.
And I still remember the mother.
Yes.
It was so
yes,
beautiful.
I wanted to say about this. Yeah, because that's why actually I remember this wedding the most, because I planned this wedding with a mother.
Yeah.
I never I never heard from the bride. I just met her.
It with the mother. That's right.
Yeah, I met her on the wedding day. I mean, there maybe day before we met. But the mother was just hilarious. She was amazing, and she had a big vision of this wedding. She had. I love when people dream big and challenge us. She challenged me so much that also, in a way, I wanted to quit.
That's what I was going to... my next question was, did you find that difficult?
Yeah. Very difficult, but not her person, not because of her as a person.
Personal.
No. She was great, just because of the challenges. So I think she opened my mind. To be honest, I'm very grateful to her, and she showed me that impossible doesn't exist, and we can do it. So she wanted everything.
I believe that here too. I think anything is possible.
Anything
in this
is
country.
possible. Yeah. And you just need to go off the beaten track a little bit and convince your vendors that you can do it, because they also don't believe very often in themselves, their possibilities, but they can. And we did everything different on this wedding. This wedding is absolutely stunning. So if anybody wants to see it, it's on our website and in the gallery.
What was the couple's name?
Alexa and Jake.
Yeah,
Alexa,
I think it's on our real wedding section too. I'm pretty
Alexa
sure.
and Jake from
I'll share them in the show notes.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Such a beautiful
stunning.
wedding. I remember it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just white wedding. Everything was white, and there was no lighting canopy. So that was challenging. How to light up the venue without lighting canopy. Yeah, very
I remember
interesting.
too, the grass was so green, the water was
First
so
wedding.
blue in the background,
So first
everything
wedding
was
in
so
Nauru.
white. And was the mother wearing pink? I feel like the mother was wearing this beautiful pink.
Yeah, blush pink.
Yeah,
Very
I can
classy.
totally remember.
Very classy wedding in a way, how they look and how everything was prepared also from their side. Yeah, the dress the bride had, and yeah, it was the wedding that I definitely will remember. So different.
Anything else come to mind?
Yep, lately we had a very big wedding in Pandawa Cliff Estate, so that's the second.
Is this the white
venue.
and green one?
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
the one
I know
with
exactly what you're going to talk about.
Thousands of chandeliers.
I haven't actually heard about this wedding, but I just saw the photos.
Yeah.
So tell me about it.
Yeah, the wedding was also very challenging for me in terms of styling. So the bride had a dream of thousands of chandeliers hanging
And
around.
she did have 1,000 chandeliers.
Yeah, she did. She did. And lots of
stunning.
greenery hanging from the marquee. So there was a marquee, there was lots of white fabrics and very, very glam wedding and lots of flowers, white and green, table runners, amazing, beautiful furniture from Bali Event Hire, Louis sets, whitewash, everything was
I
like
love
so.
that collection.
Yeah, me too. It looks so classy. So yeah, thank you, Patricia, for giving me this opportunity. Yeah, and she was awesome. Actually, I need to mention this, how we met with Patricia. So she emailed me or WhatsApp me and asked me for a site inspection. So we planned a few venues to look at, and we met. And when we met, she even wasn't looking at me. She was marching with her phone, filming everything around, not even really paying attention to me. So I was like, oh, hi, okay, just please, let's go.
Just a woman that knew what she wanted.
Yeah, just it was hilarious. So we did this, and we went to some more, and we didn't really talk much. Like actually, we didn't connect at all. And so after the site inspection, I was thinking, okay, it's just
Probably won't get that
probably
one.
No, we just didn't connect, and nothing is going to happen. And then 2 weeks after, I got a message from her. Why don't you send me a contract? Not even why don't you? Why didn't you send me a contract?
Yeah.
So I was like, was it supposed to?
Yeah.
I said, yes, I've been waiting for the contract, of course. It's like,
Oh,
okay.
you got to have a little more faith
I
in
was
yourself.
like, my goodness, this was the weirdest engagement I ever got. So yeah, that was lovely, and she was super decisive. She knew what she wants, and very, very quick with everything. Yeah, super cool wedding.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome bride.
Yeah, also brand.
Going the other way after having all these beautiful weddings, tell me about some common mistakes that people make when booking a destination wedding, particularly in Bali.
I wouldn't call it common mistakes because luckily there are not many happen. I mean,
They have a wedding planner.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can only tell from my perspective. So we didn't have much problems on our weddings with this, and the couples usually they listen to our advice and so on. But I also listen to their ideas, vision, and etc. However, I had a few weddings, so this I don't recommend, and this is a mistake. I can call it a mistake. I had a few weddings that I took last minute, where almost everything was booked, and wasn't booked through us or with our presence or engagement. And the thing is that the couple, for example, booked furniture to have a bar, but didn't have any team for bartending. So they organized ice cubes, which was like melting everywhere because it wasn't, there was just the villa was engaged. They booked the villa on their own. They asked the villa staff to take care of it, but it was a disaster. So, and also like the service, the glassware was not enough.
My heart is racing.
It was seriously.
Going,
Like what I would like to say, this is a mistake. Just bringing, I mean, not a mistake bringing alcohol to Bali. You can do this, but have a professional bartending service. Bar, yes, running it, serving cocktails.
Some villas though can do that, right?
Some can, of course, because they have like their own bars. So, for example, the Surga or Vidas. So there are villas with such service, but this was really a villa not really suitable for this kind of activity. So I would say, booking a bar on their own is not really, or like, it's not a good idea. Also, another wedding I came across through such situation that people booked a catering vendor who wasn't actually a catering vendor. It was a restaurant. So people went to a restaurant, had a great meal, and
said, "Can you do our wedding?"
Yeah, can you do a wedding?
This obviously would happen all the time.
This is what I was thinking because it was
that's something I would do. So
yeah,
I know it would happen all the time.
Yeah, I put down a few of such ideas after my experience, my earlier experience, and because before I had no experience like that, so I said yes, great. I hope they will do well, execute everything well. And obviously it was a disaster.
Were they a good restaurant?
Yeah, it was a good restaurant.
Yeah,
I won't mention the name, but they
tell me after.
Yeah, they don't special. They have no experience in weddings and events. Maybe now, but
it's
back
so
in
different,
time,
isn't it?
It is different, and so the timing was really not right, and also the execution and the display of the food, it wasn't really a great thing. So I strongly recommend going with professionals. There are so many amazing caterers in Bali with great experience at weddings, at events, and they will serve you well. Don't need to go to this restaurant again after your wedding, but don't bring this restaurant to the venue. Restaurants don't have portable kitchen. They don't have all this backstage.
That was something I found hard to get my head around with the villa that we used, that someone had to come in and set up a whole portable kitchen.
That's required in villas. Villas don't allow, as you know, but not everybody knows, the villas don't allow using their kitchen, which is actually, it's right. It's not suitable for a cater for like 50 or 80 people. It's just for the in-house guests, which is like small home kitchen. So that's why caterers bring like a big portable one in a tent.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. so that these two, I would say these were some mistakes.
And being at a lot of weddings over the last season, I've seen so much fabulous entertainment. Tell me some about some of your favourite entertainment.
My favourite one, don't laugh, I've seen it so many times, is the fire dance.
I love it too.
I love it.
Even people coming here for like the 5th and 6th and 7th time, a lot of people haven't been to a wedding in Bali, and it is really common at a wedding, but not every wedding.
Yeah.
And I love them too. And even like they differ from dancers to dancers.
Band to band, that's
sometimes
right.
you'll be like, oh, I've seen this before.
Correct.
But then
you see
different.
something completely else. And each time they do it, and as I said, every season,
again.
I watch again. I'm like into it. I don't know why, but I really enjoy it. So that's a great entertainment, and that doesn't cost much, but gives a Bali feel to the guests. So I highly recommend having this on the wedding. I also would say good band is a great value. So there are many. Maybe I shouldn't even mention the vendor because they all are great. Should I mention my favorite one?
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Okay. So I really like Lucky Aces.
Me too.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Yeah. I've seen them in such...
Because they've got many different singers.
Assembles,
And,
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
might not always get the same singer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
I've only
right.
just learned that this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can play, so depending on your idea of the wedding, either you want to have the band that kicks off the party or just a background duo, trio, acoustic duo, trio, then they have it. So they have different options. So I really liked it. And my first really back in time, maybe I don't remember, maybe 2017 or something like that, so 16, wedding, when I met Lucky Aces at that time, was a big wedding, and they were doing the full band for the party. So they kick off the party so amazingly that everybody was engaged. Yeah, they're great at this. Very, very
They're so
often.
good. And the girls can sing.
Yeah,
Like,
oh my
they're
God, Damaris is
so
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
her
I think I've
voice
seen
is-
2 or 3 now, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All
so
of them.
good.
Yeah, so these two. Yeah, there are DJs as well that I really like. I like DJs with saxophone
Yeah, me too.
that go into the crowd and
Yeah, go through the dance floor. And,
yes,
yeah.
and interact and
Yeah.
and also drag people on the dance floor.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
that yet.
yeah.
I'll look out for that.
Yeah.
When should all of your vendors be locked in?
So usually it happens after, let's say, 2 months from the moment the couple locks the villa. So we usually, after we lock the villa, and we start the planning process, and we discuss menus, beverages, styling, and other entertainment and everything. And it takes, depending on the couple, how decisive they are, like the maximum time from that moment is 2 months, I would say. And the good thing is, I mean, no, maybe not the good thing is, the important thing is to lock your makeup artist and photo video vendors as soon as possible, almost at the same time as a villa, because they are
Going
not
quickly.
too many on the island. And yeah, it's good vendors go quickly.
I think we just had such a busy season too, so things were just snapped up so quickly.
I think so, because the pre-pandemic weddings came along with the new weddings in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were carrying on until
Postponed weddings, yeah.
weddings from half of them happened in 2022 after Bali opened in April, but still we had about another like 30% of weddings this year. So it all came together I guess for every wedding planner.
And have you
So
found
not
that they're all
only
done now?
Yep, they are all done. We literally had the last one 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
the last one that
Yeah.
was booked before the pandemic. Yeah.
Hey WedSetters, are you looking for a wedding planner, wedding venue, photographer or furniture? We've found the very best Bali wedding vendors and put them on the WedSetter directory so you can plan your whole wedding in one place. Head to wedsetter.com and start searching in each category you need. Happy planning!
Now, I went out to our audience and they had a couple of quick questions for you, and we get asked this all the time, so you can keep these answers as quick
Okay.
as possible. How much does it cost to get married in Bali?
Oh my God.
And I love
How?
asking this to a wedding
Yeah, but-
planner because it's
yeah,
kind of
exactly
like,
what they
how
say.
long's a piece of string?
It's
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just, you know, you don't need to answer that, but
No,
you know,
I mean,
we
it's
just-
like really from elopement, let's say for 2 people elope a lot. We do a lot of elopements as well. So for 2 people, let's say $2,000-3,000. This is the price for like an average elopements in many venues. So I think we have a range of 8 venues, different. This is the price. So this is but there is no limit, of course. We talking 100 people wedding, I don't know, 50,000.
Yeah.
Really depends. But what I want to say, having this opportunity that you are having me here, it maybe will be helpful also to many couples that plan their wedding, and they obviously don't know what budget they should anticipate. There is no more weddings in Bali for 50 people, which is like the average number. And the most common number people start with, 50 people. So people think that for 10,000 Australian, they can have 50 people wedding. Not anymore. Like really
Impossible.
not anymore. Impossible. Yeah. So
there you go, you heard it. No more $10,000 weddings.
No.
How long does it take to plan a wedding in Bali?
The fastest wedding, the one we were talking about in Noku, the big wedding with
Which
so
was
many
years ago.
details. Years ago, I planned within 4 months.
Wow. That's quick.
Yeah, that's quick. So obviously, more comfortable is a longer period. So 1 year in advance is great.
And did you get to, for that, just going back to that wedding, did you get to choose the vendors that you wanted, or because it was 4 months and done so quickly?
No. We still made it. Yes.
Was that due to more budget? Because they had more money to spend?
No. We were also kind of like we worked on a budget. It wasn't an endless budget. But the vendors somehow were available on they were lucky, right? Like on that particular date. I don't remember if we struggle with getting somebody really that they wanted.
Which is unusual.
So it's unusual. I think it was back then. Right now, everything goes so much quicker. So I would say book your villa 1 year in advance minimum. So right now it's very difficult to find a villa for 2024 already. So 2025 bookings are coming. I literally yesterday went to Uluwatu with a couple for 2025 to see venues.
Awesome.
Yeah, which is great. And they are coming over in January for food tasting and makeup trials. So if you can, if couples can come either from Australia, Singapore, or like nearby countries, I strongly recommend doing this, but not last minute. Because the venues are already really booked out. So for the venue, minimum 1 year, I would say. Vendors, we will always find 2 months after, 3 months after. Yeah.
All right. So I do this with every guest. I have some rapid fire questions for you. You have to choose one answer and do it very quickly. And don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
Band or DJ?
DJ.
Set menu or shared plates?
Set menu.
Wedding sunrise or sunset?
Sunset, definitely.
Cocktail or sit-down reception?
Sit down.
Champagne or cocktails?
Champagne.
First dance or bridal party welcome dance?
What is bridal party?
Will they walk in and where the bridal party walks in?
Oh, like alternately, this or that can't be together. Bridal party walks in and then the couple dances.
Yeah. You just went against the rules there,
Sorry, I'm being naughty.
I'm like, I'm
confused. I think it's the couple's day, so the first dance.
Yeah, okay. And one dress or two?
Oh, two, definitely.
I find it so common now. It's just I think I was at any weddings this year that
she had only one.
Two. No pressure, everybody. But
no, two.
There was no way I was ever going to get out of my dress.
Really?
No.
Why did you love that dress so much?
I loved it so much, but I also spent
that you wanted to make
kind of like, why would I do this twice?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's really... it depends. I think it depends really on the dress, because if your dress is comfortable, if your dress is comfortable and let you dance and party throughout the night, go for it. Why not? You spend so much money on it.
I just love the reception minis that come out, and they come out with feathers all over them and, fringing.
Why don't you post your pictures?
My blog's on, my wedding's on the blog. Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You do.
I'll add it to the show notes. Yeah, I loved it. I had an Anna Campbell dress that had like stones all over it, and it just sparkled.
So wasn't it too heavy? Like
No,
heavy from
it had
the
like a big piece. It was almost like a shield.
Oh, no, you
yes.
intrigued me. I need to really see it.
But oh yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay,
was
lovely.
So I still have it, and I still won't part with it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Did you cut it?
No,
No?
I would never cut it. It's got this most beautiful French lace all over it. Like,
gorgeous.
it was just gorgeous, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I do have a daughter, so I might be able to give it to her one day. But I have always dreamt, call me crazy, I've always dreamt of putting it in the window of our first office.
Oh, that's so cool.
You know, the Bali Bride. That's where it all started.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
gorgeous.
we're still a digital office. So
Oh, okay.
it's quite hard.
Yeah, my wedding dress would cover the whole window.
Oh, wow. It's like a big buffy one.
Terrible. Like Pavlova. Like my
Like
wedding.
the toilet roll doll lady?
Pretty much, with like some roses here
Oh,
and there.
I love it.
My
love
wedding was
it.
terrible.
Oh, it was not.
No, it was. It was.
God.
It really was terrible. I looked terrible. I was having a terrible dress. At the time, I was thinking it's amazing, but
Oh, my God. You must look at all these other dresses now and just be like,
yeah.
why didn't I do that? Well, Grace, thank you so much for joining me today. Please follow, rate and review wherever you listen and watch your podcasts. And follow us on Instagram at WedSetter_. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye.